Pigeonholed.
Pigeonhole.
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 Pigeonhole. Nefertiti, I want to talk about coffee. I want to talk to you about coffee. Do you remember how you found out what my favorite kind of coffee is?
Yes. I believe we were on text message. We were chatting. One of our long form chats that we do that are so enriching to my life, by the way. I think I just asked you, how do you take your coffee? How do you like your coffee? I love the sound of the hot coffee, how that pours into a mug. And depending on the mug, it sounds differently. I love how the milk drops in. I like brown sugar cubes. I like the sound they make when they plop in. I like the sensation of the spoon coming against them as they're melting. I love it when they're fully melted and I no longer feel them or hear them. And then, of course, the taste is wonderful. So yeah, for me, it's a whole thing. From the feel of the beans falling through my fingers into my little manual grinder, to the soothing sounds of the coffee percolating and drip, drip, dripping into the carafe or a mug. Oh, and the smell. That delicious aroma that fills the kitchen, and even the steam that wafts from the machine. I sometimes let that caress my face to get my pores nice and open for a facial. If you haven't tried it, let me know how it works out for you if you ever decide to. It's good stuff.
You're in New York, and I'm in Oregon. Very often I will wake up, and you've texted me while I was asleep. First thing I do is make coffee. Well, while the coffee's making, I feed the cat. And then I sit down with my coffee and look at my text messages. And so often you're the first person there. You're there before I wake up. You know, I'll jump on to say hi to you, and I'm like,
Cheryl Green, good morning. I hope you had sweet dreams. Coffee time here. I hope your weekend is starting off good.
at least once I've told you about the coffee that I'm drinking, and you're like, I'm going to make a cup for myself too. And then we actually do have a spontaneous coffee date.
That's exactly right. Every so often I realize, like, wow, this is an ungodly hour for her. And you've assured me, no, you mute your phone or do not disturb, but you do something so that it's okay for me to message you when I have time. I think that the beauty of not having the pressure of everything being in person is exactly that. We can text whenever we have the energy to or the time to. We have the words.
I'm taking antibiotics because I got a puncture from Ruru. The pharmacist said, don't have any dairy with the pill. So I'm drinking my coffee with this disgusting milk substitute. It's made out of sunflower seeds and sesame seeds, I think, and oats. It's so disgusting. But because I'm addicted, I'm like, slurp it down. I got to get this coffee in me. But I mean, I'm going to have me a sesame seed bagel, especially when boiled and baked in New York. I'm going to have it.
Boiled and baked in New York, just like me.
But I'm not going to put the sesame bagel in my coffee.
No.
Which is basically what this tastes like. Like if you soaked your bagel and then just ate the bagel. Ate the wet bagel.
Do you doctor it in any way to try and help reduce the offense?
The seediness? No, I just drink it really fast. It's like I'm drinking coffee out of a bird feeder. That's what it is. But starting tonight, I can go back to dairy.
Yay. Are you going to celebrate tomorrow morning?
Yes, I'm going to actually set up an IV that will drip cheese into my body through the night.
Oh, Cheryl. I want one.
You know how when they first start the IV with the saline solution, can you taste it in the roof of your mouth?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but why
But
can't they just make
cheese.
it taste like cheese?
And how about different types of cheeses? I'm thinking of a little smoked Gouda, some type of cheddar, fried Dominican cheese, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What kind of cheese do you like?
Everything that's not blue or green.
Wait, they make green cheese?
I don't know if it's green or if it's just, it's called blue cheese, but I think I've seen something that's teal.
I had this awful but brilliant math teacher in high school. What I distinctly remember even now, many years out of high school, is he would say, the moon is made of green cheese. And I always remember thinking, first of all, I know that's not true, but is there such a thing as green cheese?
Yeah.
I thought he was full of cheese. I thought it was such BS, but I guess not.
So we're both going to get educated right now. Wikipedia says that green cheese means that it is fresh cheese that is not thoroughly dried or aged, but it is white in color and usually round in shape.
Sounds like a deuce.
It includes queso fresco.
Which is delicious. It starts green?
It's never actually the color green. Green just refers to it being new.
Oh.
Not thoroughly aged.
like she was green at the job.
But when I think about somebody being new at their job, like, it's not that this cheese doesn't yet know how to be cheese.
It's simply that it's fresh and new.
And when I click on images of green cheese, there's actually quite a bit of cheese that's green.
It's mold. The cheese itself isn't green. It's the mold on the cheese.
Okay, some of it might be herbs. Some of it is mold.
Okay.
Some of it is pesto.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of it is just scary. Sage.
Oh,
So
right.
there's
That's green.
Yeah, I guess your teacher probably was referring to like a queso fresco, a nice round, soft.
Nice soft green moon. How about coffee? Is any coffee green?
Well, before the beans are roasted, they're green.
Okay. Well, then there you go. Green is my favorite color.
It is my last name. You and I have never met in person, and we have these long text conversations. A lot of the time I forget that we haven't met in person. And I think outside of disability community, people say, oh, if you're only virtual friends, you're not real friends.
Do they?
Oh, you haven't heard that?
No. Some of my most solid and years-long friendships are with people I've never met. Really?
Yeah, I hear it a lot. I see posts on social media. I hear people just really ranking online-only friendships as inferior or not full, not complete. It'll be complete once you finally do meet in person. Then it'll be real.
When people say that it's hard to make friends as an adult, I have found that it's been hard to make friends my whole life. Being very discerning about who I grant my precious time to. This is coming from a place of protecting myself and valuing my time and who I spend energy on and who I share myself with.
I've always had a really hard time making friends up until a few years ago. And The whole thing about being able to interact online and kind of form friendships in different ways has been so helpful kind of for me to learn how to communicate with people. You know, it's not in real time in the same way, and you can think about your response before you make it and not put your foot in your mouth as often.
Absolutely. And also, like, my relationship is a long distance relationship right now. We are a bi-coastal partnership, and he's on the West Coast, I'm on the East, and we see each other every couple of months. And for the time being, that's the way it has to be. Yes, our ultimate goal is to be in the same place at the same time on a more permanent basis. But that isn't the case now. You think I'm going to say no to the best man I've ever met in my life, who has only improved my life? Because why? He's in California? No.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
I just cannot. Waking up to see a text from you is yay! And I appreciate you to the ends of the earth. Even though the earth is round, we'll pretend it has ends.
We'll pretend it has ends. Absolutely.
Every episode is transcribed. Links, guest info, and transcripts are all at whoamiitostopit.com, my disability arts blog. I'm Cheryl, and this is Pigeonhole. Pigeonhole. Don't sit where society puts you.